Here we are then, the moment has arrived. It's Tuesday the 7th of May 2024, it's 8 o'clock and it's time to start a brand new series of amazing up-to-the-minute deals with fabulous guests and your chance to win big. Welcome back to Cruise Deals Live. Yeah, welcome back everyone. It is great to be back and it is great to be back live as well. I will have a special guest on my magic sofa. It is the lovely Jo McGawley from Princess Cruises tonight. She had to be here for show number one. There couldn't be anybody else but Jo. And Jo will have all the gossip on their brand new Sphere class Sun Princess. And of course, we've got some excellent offers with Jo coming up later for the maiden season this summer and a cheeky deal for next year in the Caribbean, Bahamas and Mexico. Now, if you've got any questions for Jo about Princess Cruises or the new ship, then email me now, studio@cruise1st.tv, and I'll put your questions and comments to Jo later in the show. I've also got for you a showstopper deal coming up for June from MSC for some lovely sunshine in the Canaries. Now listen, we are absolutely pinch me live for the next hour and our cruise team are here to take your calls right the way through until 10 p.m. tonight. Jackie is in charge and we've got a hotline to Jackie, so anything you need, just give our team a call. It's free to call as well. Special number for the show, it's 0800 953 4701. Right, okay, hopefully this wheel should need no introduction to most of you right now. It's our wheel of winning here at Cruise Deals Live. I'm gonna warn you right now that in rehearsals last night, I won myself a free cruise. Hopefully that's gonna happen for someone live in this hour. Among the glittering prizes is exactly that, a free cruise for you. So, could it be you tonight? If you would like a chance, hang on, let's find out where it lands first. This could take some time. We greased it with WD-40 last night and now it spins longer than ever before. What will I win? I have won not quite. It's a Jane McDonald album. Do you know, every time I've made a promo, I've won one of those. I've got a big stack of them right now. Listen, if you'd like a chance to spin this wheel live to me tonight, then all you've got to do is drop me an email, studio@cruise1st.tv, and tell me this. On all the cruise ships in all of the world, which restaurant is your favourite and why? Now listen, if you've never been on a cruise before, you've seen the channel, you watch the shows, just let me know which restaurant you've seen that you would love a table for two at and why. The email address is there, studio@cruise1st.tv, so I need your name, where you are and a contact number, plus your favourite restaurant, of course, studio@cruise1st.tv. Don't forget, I need your phone number in the email because I am calling someone, well, not me actually, Mr. P is going to call someone live between now and 9 o'clock tonight. He says hi, by the way. So get emailing now and it could be you. You could be my first winner. It would be amazing if we gave away a cruise on the very first show. Right now, it's the very, very brand new start of a new series. We had a little break for a few years, but we are back and these shows are always going to have an extra special cruise offer for you. So let's wake up the nation with an unbeatable deal. Please welcome tonight's... Yes, it's back, the showstopper. Now, this is something that you need to be texting your friends and family and telling them about right now. Remember, we are live on your telly right now at how many minutes past 8? 4 minutes past 8. I need to get on with this then. And we're live on our YouTube channel as well. We have got a cruise for you tonight for 12 nights in June to and from Southampton to Spain, Madeira and the Canaries. And wait until you see the price. It's on a ship that lots of you are familiar with already, the MSC Virtuosa. Let's go and have a little look. She's amazing. I've taken a cruise on MSC Virtuosa. She is phenomenal. You know what? MSC give you amazing value every single time you cruise. For the price you pay, and you're not paying any gratuities while you're on board either, you will enjoy the smart surroundings of MSC Virtuosa. She's bright, she's shining, she's got dining coming out of her ears, left, right and centre. And the most important thing about a cruise like this is that the team on board give you the most amazing service. And that's what makes your cruise holiday as well. You need to know that the team on board are happy and welcoming and helpful to you. And they get to know your name and they get to know which drinks you like, etc, etc, etc. And that's the great thing about life on board. Now, this cruise is perfect because it goes on the 3rd of June. The price tag for 12 nights is absolutely unmissable. I mean, completely unmissable. I think, to be honest, it's a good job we're live tonight, because by tomorrow, I don't know if this deal would be available. I have to tell you that the deal that we had available 24 hours ago that we were going to put in as the showstopper tonight sold out last night. So sometimes there are offers that are selling out before we can even go live on a show. So that's how quickly an MSC deal moves here at Cruise1st TV. Really quickly. You know what? You're going to love the specialty dining on board. There are amazing restaurants like the Butcher's Cut, the wonderful steakhouse on board, which is a superb, real treat. You pay a little bit extra, but nowhere near the equivalent you would pay in an upscale steakhouse in a city centre somewhere. You'll have the most amazing food. I mean, listen, if you main dine every night of your cruise, and you're on this one for 12 nights, if you went main dining every night, you would say, my word, that food was good. And actually, you know what? At the end of the meal, I had, multiple courses, lovely desserts, wonderful starters, great choice of main courses as well. And I came out and there was no bill. How fantastic is that? How refreshing is that in this day and age as well? It's like life on board a cruise ship, whichever cruise ship, whichever cruise line, it's quite magical, to be honest with you. It's a real escape. If you've never done it before, you really should. I am talking to the first timers on this offer. And listen, if you've never been on a cruise before, you might think 12 nights, that's a long time for my first cruise. I tell you what, once bitten, forever smitten. Let me tell you, when you see the price that I'm about to give you on this, you will look at it and you will say, well, we've been looking through brochures of coach holidays where most of our time we're sat on a coach with a square backside. Here's where this cruise is going as well. 12 nights all told. It's a day at sea first to relax into the ship, and then we're up into northern Spain. In Galicia, in lovely Vigo, you can go to Santiago Cathedral and lots more there. And then we pop across to the Garden Island. I found out today from presenter Joe that Funchal is named after the word fennel, and that's why they call it the Garden Island. Who knew that, right? So every day is a school day. Then we're down in the Canaries. Now, we're guaranteed sunshine whenever we're in the Canaries, so it smiles all round and everyone's up on top deck or on a beach somewhere, just having a wonderful time. Listen, you don't have to bog yourself down with, well, I need to discover this, I need to go to this museum or whatever. When you're in the Canaries, you can just let loose and go and do a little bit of shopping, go and find a beach, just keep cool somewhere and enjoy the Canarian sunshine, because for heaven's sake, we don't see it often here, do we? So there we are in the Canaries, still in Lanzarote. Must get up to Timanfaya Park actually, and go and see that one day. Lanzarote is beautiful. Again, very volcanic landscapes. You know the Canaries, everyone knows the Canaries, don't they? And then we've got a day at sea into lovely Lisboa. Lisbon, the capital of Portugal, which is just beautiful. Very much a foodie paradise. Wear your sensible shoes on that day. It's very cobbly there. Get yourself to Cascais maybe, or up to Sintra. A couple of days at sea, and then we are back to Southampton. So, very port rich, that itinerary as well, actually. For the price you're about to pay, honestly, you will be like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting that much cruise for the price. It is ridiculous, let me tell you. Remember, when you cruise with MSC, no gratuities to pay while you're on board either, which is great. So, are you ready for a show-stopping deal? On show number 1 of Cruise Deals Live, I'm so proud to bring this to you. 12 nights on MSC Virtuosa, to and from Southampton, no flying. You're sailing to Spain, Madeira and the Canaries with your gratuities included. Are you ready, Mr. P, to reveal Tonight's showstopper price tag, here it is. And you'll need to get straight on our website and grab this right now. If you go MSC 471 on our website right now, you can book this live on our website because the lines are going to be absolutely jammed. In fact, in the half hour up to us going live, the lines have been very, very busy already tonight. But don't worry. Loads of our wonderful crack team are ready and waiting to take your calls. And the lines are open right the way through until 10 o'clock tonight as well. So if you want to watch the show and then call, you absolutely can. But on this one, I would suggest sooner rather than later might be a good idea, given that the showstopper we were going to have in this show sold out last night, so we couldn't bring it. So call us 0800 953 4701. Remember, it's a slightly different number, especially for our lovely live show. 0800 953 4701. And you can also book it online on our website at cruise1st.tv. As I say, pop in MSC 471. Oh, you want to add the drinks to this, by the way. There's a special price for the premium extra drinks package, which is really, really good. I've enjoyed that responsibly one at a time, many a time, let me tell you, on MSC. £29 per person per day, which is less than half price if you want to add the premium drinks when you book and grab that cruise. But listen, 12 nights in June for that kind of price, I mean, is that a good deal, Mr. P, do you think? Do you think that's a good deal? I think that's ridiculous. I think, you know, hats off to our team for managing to pull that rabbit out of a hat for show number one. It's amazing. Let's look at upgrades, actually, because I forgot, you know, actually, if we're at 599 on inside, let's go for it. Let's go and open some fresh air doors to our balcony, why not? Lovely price for the balcony there as well. Remember, the balconies are generally, as anyone will tell you in the cruise industry, they're the ones that sell out first these days. So I would grab them as quickly as you possibly can. Amazing. 0800 953 4701. I will remind you of the details of that a little bit later on, but I've got Master of Ceremonies. This can't go wrong, can it, Mr. P, at all? But we've got to do it, haven't it? Like you christen a new ship, like Princess have just named and christened the Sun Princess, and we're about to talk to Joe McGawley about that. We need to launch the Good Ship Cruise Deals Live is now. This is a brand new studio and a brand new floor. Mr. P will not be impressed, let me tell you. So, God bless her and all who sail on her and appear on her and win cruises on her as well. Now, we have got lots and lots. What a mess. We've got lots of comments coming in. Right, good time to touch an electrical item and read them. Bruce has said that the best restaurant he's ever seen on the high seas is Johnny Rockets on Voyager of the Seas. Fun dancing and great food for all of the family. John Cole's just been in touch as well, says, hi Derek, I've only been on one cruise, so if I had the choice, I would love to sit and watch the teppanyaki chefs putting on the show. Great to see the live show back. Thank you, John. Eve as well says the MSC Steakhouse would be lovely for a table for two with our family, though something like the Arundel restaurant on Disney Wish would be magical for the children. Fantastic. One more, because it's a princess comment as well. Fantastic. Well done, everyone. We need lots of those tonight. Lee Nolan says, favourite restaurant on Princess, the Crown Grill. Always been amazing food and great service, followed by Sabatini's, same again, just too much food and courses. I don't know, I don't have to eat them all, but you just can't resist. Well, you know, that's cruise life, isn't it? You have to enjoy it as much as you possibly can. Right, okay, I'm dripping in champagne. There's a problem to have. But anyway, have you entered for Spin and Win yet? All you need to do is tell me on an email which is your favourite cruise ship restaurant and why. And of course, if you've never been on a cruise before, which restaurant of all the ones you see on the show would you like a table in and why? So I need to know your name, your answer, and your contact telephone number. That's all I need. Drop it on an email right now, studio@cruise1st.tv. Don't forget your phone number because I could be calling you between now and 9 o'clock. Right, in the meantime, we're going to go back to the bargains, and we've had the team scouring over 20,000 offers to find the ones that have most recently been reduced in price for you. So let's have a little look at those then, shall we? Let's start with RC545, which is 9 nights on Royal Caribbean's Indy, the Independence of the Seas, to Spain and Portugal for the 10th of September next year. Now that's down to just £939 per person now, newly reduced, with a low deposit today of just £150 per person. Other dates on the cruise run from June to September. Talk to our team for prices on those. CEL 275 is a wonderful package, meeting celebrity Equinox in Lisbon, flying over on the 21st of September next year and sailing for 15 nights in 5-star style with classic drinks and Wi-Fi via the Canaries, across the pond to Brazil, Uruguay and Argentina, ending in Buenos Aires for a 3-night hotel stay before you flight back to the UK. That was a lot of detail there, Derek, wasn't it? 2299 is the new price on that one. Fantastic, take advantage, call our team for more details. And the last one, MSC 418, is an all-inclusive Caribbean and New York with MSC. So you fly over to New York on the 10th of January for 2 nights in a hotel there, 11 nights on MSC Meraviglia. With your gratuities and premium extra drinks included on that, plus your flight back from New York. So take advantage of that. It's just been reduced to £1699 per person. Whew. 0800 953 4701. Tell you what, you need to work at lightning pace tonight and be very, very quick indeed. Right, okay, I think I need to sit down, and I think I need to sit down with this lovely lady here. Hello, gorgeous.
Hello,
Jo McGawley from Princess Cruises. When we first did Cruise Deals Live back in 1876. You were on show number 1, weren't you?
And you've not aged a bit.
And we've not changed a bit, have we?
It does feel like a long time ago, Derek, doesn't it?
We've only improved, haven't we, with age?
With age.
In fact, actually, a little secret. Jo was behind the cameras, actually, when we first launched the show, myself and Emma, and you set off the confetti cannons as well, didn't you?
I couldn't get over that. That was nearly 4.5 years ago.
That's crazy,
it's crazy,
isn't it?
The time's just flown.
Absolutely mad.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for coming in.
I'm so excited.
You know you're my favourite guest, so you had to be here on show number 1.
Every time.
I do say that every time.
And you know what, can I just say, you would not make a bartender on Princess.
That's very true.
That was an epic fail.
Yeah, I think I might need a bit of training. Yeah. Well, you know, trying to do it live and all of that kind of stuff. But anyway, we are christened now. And talking of christenings, of course, and we've got some footage, I think, Mr. P, as well, haven't we, of the christening of the Sun Princess, which happened, what, 2 weeks ago? No, last week, was it, in Barcelona?
It was April the 23rd, I want to say off the top of my head. But what an amazing ceremony. And Hannah Waddingham, what an absolute legend, British legend, Game of Thrones star, Ted Lasso.
I had no idea that she had also quite strong nautical connections, because didn't her father has a boat or something?
I'll be 100% honest, Eric, I'm not sure but there is a maritime history within her family. So from our point of view, having that connection, but
she's
again,
an icon.
She is an absolute glamorous. Well, she's just like Princess, isn't she? She's glamorous.
I love the fact that the ceremony was putting the final point on the top of the...
I actually cried. I was on a train back from Edinburgh, so I wasn't in Barcelona, but I was watching great technology these days, Derek. We could watch it from 4 corners of the world. And I cried on a train in public in front of lots of people, because she was just amazing.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised, actually, because it must have been, you know, for the whole team at Princess, like so emotional. And again, just to explain, actually, for anyone that hasn't met Jo on the show before, your background coming into Princess was loving holidays. You are a cruise. If I cut you open right now, it would say the word cruise through the middle of you, wouldn't it?
I think specifically Princess Cruise, because the story was, obviously I was in the marketing campaign with my husband back in 2015 for Princess Cruises, award-winning campaign that we ran then, and we were a new to cruise couple, never set foot on board before. Partly the same as everyone sitting at home now, new to cruise. If you've never cruised before, there's normally one of you that's going, I don't think I'll like it. It's going to be too busy. There's going to be nothing to do. I'm going to be queuing all the time. This is my husband. So I thought the only way I can get him on is win a competition. We'll go and be the marketing campaign. Oh my gosh, Derek, since then, I'm cash neutral to Princess.
Yeah.
We cruise everywhere, all around the world, been to some fantastic places. So if you're hesitant about making that first step, don't be. Get on board a cruise ship now. Well,
and what I will say to you as well is, if you need any further proof in the pudding in reference to that, when are you on board?
Saturday.
And
again.
And you're not working?
No, this is leisure time. And I'm looking forward to spending time. I've booked the spa, so I'm just going to go and chill out in the Lotus Thermal Suite. I'm going to read a book, Derek. I'm going to drink one of the 220 cocktails that are curated on board, maybe quite a few of them, maybe not all 220, but a few of them, in one of the 30 bars. So
one at a time, responsibly, of course.
Very responsibly with my Princess Plus package.
Absolutely. Well, listen, you know, when it comes to Princess, I can literally wind Jo up and watch her go. I could go and, you know, sit out the back for half an hour for the next half an hour. So I best we get into our first offer and then we can get on board this brand new beauty as well. So our first offer is for the 15th of August this year, and it's a luxury Greece and Italy with Athens and Barcelona stays over 11 nights. Now we'll start off by flying out from the UK over to Greece, and we're going to Athens. Funny we're talking about Greece today. Because you know the result of the Greek jewellery will come out of Athens, won't they, on Saturday night for Eurovision? I imagine actually being in one of these big cities on Eurovision night must be pretty exciting, actually, because there's usually a big party everywhere, isn't there?
Or pretty mental, whichever way you want to look at it.
Yeah.
Good fun though.
Oh, crazy. So you've got a couple of nights in a hotel in Athens, and then you're on board the Sun Princess, and you've been on board, Jo, so tell me everything.
I have. So I went on board in March on the inaugural voyage. So from point of view of everything being open, not quite everything was open, so it's been exciting over the last few weeks to see the evolution of the ship. The dining for me, well, you know, I love my food and a nice pairing of wine. Some of the experiential experiences we've got on board have totally elevated what we're used to seeing on Princess. So I've just booked myself into, and my husband, into one of those experiences called Spellbound, which is by the Magic Castle. And it's basically a theatre of curated mixology along with magic. I can't wait. So excited. Does come with a cover charge, but obviously these experiences you can't get on land.
Let's just, I mean, I can hear the excitement in your voice without anything else, but look, for those people who are familiar with Princess over the years as well, let's talk about what is still quintessentially Princess on board, because people might look at this ship and, you know, the big sphere and everything else and think, okay, this is Princess going off in a completely different direction. But everything you know and love Princess is absolutely still part of this class. Absolutely,
100%. And I think the biggest thing for me that I got with Sun Princess, there are still all our favourite venues. So Good Spirits is on board, Crooners is on board, we've got O'Malley's, which is on some of the newer Royal class ships. All these venues, the Piazza, still 3 decks high. It's just got loads more glass. The light into the ship is incredible. But you get the experience of travelling on Sun Princess. So you've still got the familiarity of all the Princess fleet, just with that addition of it being really resort-led. So much more to do, more space. We've got more deck space than we've ever had on any Princess ship before. 21 decks high, so she's got more space for everybody. So it's always something for anybody to go and find to do. You know, it's
I love it.
Incredible ship.
I mean, everyone loves that kind of new ship feeling anyway, don't they? And the great thing is that every cruise line, I have to just quickly interject for a second. Mr. P's just told me that it's extremely busy on the phone lines already tonight. I am not surprised. This is our first show. It's all going bonkers. So please be patient. Remember, we are paying for the call on 0800 953 4701. But going back to the new ship thing, lots of cruise lines, lots of competition, lots of new ships. So everyone has to find their niche. And actually, this is a really exciting time for Princess, isn't it?
I think we found our niche. We've always been a premium cruise line. We've always been really relaxed. I think this takes that relaxedness and the well-being to another level. But once again, it's the crew. I say every time I come and sit on this sofa, Derek, I literally swear by our crew.
Well, you know them as well.
The personalised service, I say, people travel with ships. So currently on Sun Princess, we've taken the absolute elite of our crew and put them on board, and they are just outstanding. So that's what you get with Princess, that wellness. And we've rebranded, and we have rebranded with the name Love, because that's what Princess is all about. Love food. You love going to the theatre. You love meeting people. You love having a chat over a drink. So Princess is a love brand, and we brought that in bucket loads to Sun Princess.
Which is fantastic because it's all good news. That's the thing, isn't it? It's all, you know, happy vibes. There's so much negativity around us and around our world. You know, actually, when you go away on holiday, you want something that is going to take you as a complete escape. No extremes, thank you, but something that really just takes, I really need to feel like I'm taken care of.
And there's 2 bars in particular on top deck. One is at the front of the ship, and that is the Seaview Terrace. And then obviously at the Wake View, where we have an infinity pool looking over the back. Both ends of the ship are just exactly that. Perfect place to just relax, switch off. You're on holiday.
That's the thing, isn't it? You have to remember sometimes that there are so many different things to do on this ship. You have to remember sometimes, take some time out.
We work hard, Derek,
Time
don't
out
we?
to
We
be
work
horizontal.
hard, yeah.
Let's see where this cruise is going to. You've probably forgotten because it felt like half an hour ago, but we started off in Athens, and that's where the cruise starts, of course. So then we're heading off to Kotor in Montenegro. There are 30 different tours you can choose from here. St. Tryphon Cathedral, cable car rides, Old Town tours. You name it, it is there. I went through all of the tour options through this itinerary as well. I mean, there are many and plenty. In Corfu, you can go to a Kumquat distillery, and I hope that's the correct pronunciation. Who knows? It's a citrus fruit which is grown only in Corfu. If I got it wrong, please email and let me know. We're off to Sicily, saved by Sicily. Tours to Mount Etna here, beautiful Taormina, which is close by as well. It is just an adorable, adorable part of the world. Talking of foodies, if you are a foodie, you'll just love it here. Then we head off to Naples. Now, I would absolutely take advantage of a tour here to somewhere like Sorrento, up the Amalfi Coast maybe, or go to Pompeii. They seem to be digging up something new every other week in Pompeii at the moment. They think they might have recently found Emperor Augustus's villa, apparently. So go and find out the latest there. You've got a day at sea, and then you disembark in Barcelona. And then we will fly back to the UK. Well, we're not flying back to the UK. We're staying 2 nights in Barcelona as well. How about that? A bit of a bookend going on here. So 2 nights in Athens before you cruise, 2 nights in Barcelona after you've cruised. Incredible. Very, very nice indeed. Right, so let's get a nice deal on your screen, shall we? Let's make the already busy phones ring even more, because look at this. Brand new ship, by the way. Absolutely brand spanking new, literally christened last week before. I mean, ridiculous. 1,599 per person. And the great thing is you're on the maiden season. You know, first bite of the cherry is always the sweetest, isn't it? Everyone wants to be on year number 1. You're in the maiden season. You can actually go sooner as well. We've got dates from June to August this year. And if you've got any questions whatsoever, talk to the team. If you can get through, be patient. It is a free call, remember. 0800 953 4701 is our dedicated number for this show. Let's have a look at upgrades as well, because there are many and plenty upgrades on the ship as well. And there's kind of new classes of accommodation as well through Princess.
There certainly are. The Cabana mini suites are fantastic if you want that outdoor, indoor, extra living space. So we've got those on board now. We've just literally announced pretty well today the new Sanctuary collection moving forward on voyages from October. So won't on this one, but we've got some other voyages coming up for you that we can have a peeky look at. But those really are going to be offering the overall all-inclusive well-being experience to our guests on voyages on board Sun and Star from October.
That's amazing, isn't it? I mean, you know, just when you think, you know, I mean, Princess have got it right anyway. I mean, I was saying, actually, I was recording some shows earlier today as well, as I said earlier, for Princess. And, you know, we, in the funniest sense, we almost don't need to show Princess on TV because the reputation naturally kind of ripples like a pond, doesn't it? People go on the cruises, they tell other people about them. And because you enjoy first time the familiarity of everything, you just naturally want to go back. And because there are signatures, you know, if you liked that restaurant, it'll be on the other Princess ships.
Absolutely. And again, I think the exciting thing for Sun Princess, we do have really loyal customers who have probably sailed all the fleets, more than I have. So this does add something new. And the one thing we're seeing, Derek, is the growth in multi-generational cruising. And I think Princess fits that bill really well. So the Sun Princess has brought in more for, I would say, teenagers that we haven't had before in Part 19, although it is for everybody. I can't wait to get on the slide and the climbing wall myself. But then there's also those quiet spots for the grandparents to just go and chill on their own without the hassle of a big ship. So she's a large ship, but she doesn't feel like she is.
I think multi-generational cruising, I think it's a wonderful thing that that's happened.
It's exploding.
Because it's that kind of togetherness. It's weird, isn't it? Because we don't really necessarily associate, you know, getting lots of the family together. We consider that as being a 60s, 70s thing, like a way back thing that doesn't happen anymore, and it's come back in abundance.
And
Why do you think
wonderful?
that is?
Again, I think it's because, go back to that love thing. We're taking time to enjoy each other's company again. The family unit is really important. As I say, we all work hard. Let's just go and enjoy it together. So Sun Princess herself has 100 interconnecting cabins. So if you do want to go with the family and you all want to keep tabs on each other, but the kids can have their own space, Sun Princess is a great ship for you guys.
Fantastic. And of course, you know, we talk about this all the time on the channel, so forgive us because we are chewing a toffee that's well chewed when it comes to just how easy it is to do everything and operate on all of the Princess ships as well by wearing the medallion, because the medallion is brilliant. Rather than having a card which, you know, gets lost, or, you know, where did I leave it? Sometimes, you know, with these cards in hotels, you know, I'm sure it doesn't happen on the ships, but you know, in hotels, if it's sat next to a mobile phone, it doesn't work anymore. You have to go down to reception and get it reset and blah, 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 blah. With your medallion, you just clip it to you. Clip it, wear it on a lanyard, put it in your pocket, throw it in your handbag. And what can it do? Run me through all the things that it can do for us.
Gosh, we could be here for a week, Derek.
Okay,
so
well,
I think let's go back to the multi-generational thing. If you've got children with you, you want to give them a bit of freedom, you can track them in the app. So you can let them go off and they don't necessarily know that you're watching them. I think that's really important, particularly for teenagers.
Yes.
So you can do that either on your own app or use the big screens that are at the lift shafts. So you can go to those and tap your medallion and it will show you wherever your kids are, or your grandparents if you lose your parent.
That's
like
a good idea.
I lost my mum on the ship and luckily I found her because she got her medallion with her.
That's
she was in the nightclub, Derek.
Oh, was she?
She was at 3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Honestly, you're losing your touch. But that's a really good idea. I didn't realise that you could do that. So you can take your medallion to, you know, places near where the lifts are, check in and see where the rest of your party...
Absolutely, and you can look at the journey of the day, you can play games. So quite a few people said to me, we don't want to carry our phone around all day. So those screens enable those people to go, you know what, open the safe, phones in, lock safe, go out, but still sharing some of those experiences around the ship on board.
That's a brilliant plus as well. And of course, it gets you in and out of your cabin.
It does.
So that's really, really good. And if you go to a bar, of course, we'll talk to you about Princess Plus, the easiest way to go all-inclusive. But let's just, for a second, pretend you're not yet. You can then buy a drink and just tap your medallion, and that's it.
Just tap your medallion, but quite often they'll even know before you get to the bar. So again, that familiarity piece. I walk in now and my glass of red wine is waiting for me because as I'm walking in, my medallion shows up as I'm coming into that venue.
Oh, so it's not just you and your reputation.
It is my reputation.
It's the technology.
It is the technology. And when I was on board in March, we saw quite a few people blown away by it, going, how do they know my name? How do they know what I drink? Well, the medallion takes like a snapshot of what you do on board to make that experience personalised, and it makes it faster and just that.
That's almost a little bit like, you know, when you use your club card in the supermarket and whatever, and it gets to know and then gives you special offers for the things. Well, it's sort of the same technology, isn't it? I think that's good. That's a good thing. That's using it for a real positive. Yeah. Because, of course, you know, it's there for while you're on the cruise as well. The next adventure we're talking about, by the way, I know we're having a quick look at the ship right now, is Greek Isles and Turkey with a Rome stay. Now, this one starts on the 18th of July and we'll fly over to Rome first, and we've got a 2-night hotel stay there. And then we're just going to have a little snapshot look at the itinerary itself. So we'll cruise out of Rome down to Naples and then across to Harnia in Crete, and then to Istanbul in Turkey. That's a bit of a hot spot for travel at the moment. Everyone wants to go there right now. Everyone's talking about Turkey, and it's not just about teeth and hair. And Mykonos, too late for us, Joe. Mykonos in Greece, and then you will come back into Athens and then fly back to the UK. Incredible deal. Absolutely incredible. I'm just not brave enough to go and have my teeth done. I would do. Turkey's the place, apparently. But anyway, back to the cruise offer, if we will, please. Let's keep ourselves on power. I know we're live, but that doesn't mean we can drift off all over the place, you know. A brilliant offer. Includes the flight out to Rome. We've got 2 nights in a hotel there for you, 7 nights on the brand new Sun Princess, and your flight back from Athens at the end of the cruise. Oh my gosh, look. Look at this. This should stop the nation. No wonder it's busy on the phone lines tonight already. Absolutely bonkers. Keep trying. 0800 953 4701. 1599 per person. There are other dates for this package as well in June and July this year. And if you've got any questions, talk to the team right now. We are here tonight, by the way, on the phone lines a little bit longer than usual, right the way through until 10 o'clock, because you might want to just stick around, watch the show, and then make the call after that. You absolutely can do that. Now, if you want to make this all inclusive, and let's talk about this, but Princess Plus, absolutely your best friend, in my opinion, in the cruising industry, because there's an add-on package to make you all inclusive with so much more. £50 per person per day, which is less than the price than some drinks packages with cruise lines, just to put it out there if you're not familiar. But for £50 per person per day, you get so much more. And let me just show you what it does include as well. So you get the Plus drinks package. Well, Joe, talk us through what the benefits of being Princess Plus are.
So you get drinks up to $15 on board. Now, when I was on, there's very few what I would call your standard cocktails that would appear over that price point. So it allows you that freedom not to worry about what you're drinking and where you're drinking it. You will get casual dining experiences, 2 of per cruise. So on board Sun Princess, you've got O'Malley's, which is our Irish bar, and the food in there, the burger is to die for. We also do something called Drunken Mussels. Top tip, if anyone's sailing on Sun Princess, go and try the Drunken Mussels with a side of onion rings. So you can get that if you've got Princess Plus, you can go there. Alfredo's Pizzeria on Sun Princess. She's got more outdoor dining space on the promenade that we haven't seen on previous ships. Royal has a little area, but this is getting larger, more outdoor, get the fresh air in, fabulous dining experience on board. There are fitness classes, there are gyms. I could go on and on, but it pays to plus, Derek.
Yeah, no, it does.
Oh, sorry, Wi-Fi and gratuities as well.
Of course.
For that £50 per person per day. It's insane.
Exactly, and you know, I'm absolutely sure that you know that, you know, daily gratuity charges, price per drink, when you work that, if you were to work all of those out, and the worst thing to do is to go on a cruise not knowing, not take up the offer, and then get to the end and think, oh, that's why they suggested it. Do you know what I mean? We're trying to kind of prevent that, if you like, and put the horse before the cart instead of the other way round. Right, let's take our final offer on the Sun Princess, because it means that we can get back on board. It's for early next year, and it's a sunny sensation out of Mexico, the Bahamas and the Caribbean. It's 17 nights in all, starting on the 6th of March, where we fly off from the UK to Miami. There are worse places, aren't there? There are worse places in the world to be. A couple of nights in a hotel in Miami. I could do that today,
It's one of my favourite places. I mean, gosh, people watching. If people watching on a ship isn't good enough, people watching in Miami, it's quite extraordinary.
Oh, I can only but imagine. I can't wait to see it, actually. I'm going at the end of the year, and I just want to see it. There is a myriad of different things to do, but I imagine that people watching will be pretty much up there on the beach somewhere. And here she is. We're back again on the Sun Princess. And, well, this will be... You should close your eyes right now, because you don't want to spoil all the surprises for Saturday, because you're back on board on Saturday, aren't you?
I think, to be fair, though, Derek, I could live on her.
Yeah.
In fact, just never come home. I'll just stow away, and actually it might be crew. Find me in the future cruise.
OK, dream on. It's not going to happen. We need you here as well. Look at this.
So I was just looking at the Piazza then. The one feature we've got that blew me away, people watching that have been on the Royal Class ships will know that we have the sea walk up on top deck. Mm-hmm. We've got the sea walk within the Piazza. So it's actually hanging off the side of the sphere dome in the Piazza, which is 3 decks high, glass all the way around, so light coming in from every angle. And the sea walk is in the heart of the Piazza.
That's clever. That's clever.
Incredible space. And then obviously all the bars. Oh.
Yeah, I mean, and that's good. You want a good variety, don't you? How many passengers are there on board, Jo?
4,300. And I talked before about the customer service on board. The crew ratio is about 2.6 guests to 1 member of crew.
Gosh, that's
so
excellent.
So it's really, really high. And that's what is allowing Princess to offer that outstanding service. So it is really high.
And let's just, you know, blow some myths out of the the park as well, in terms of not everyone is in the same place at the same time. People think, okay, bigger ship, I'm going to be waiting in a line. You know, everyone's moving as a huddle from one place to another on the ship. They're so well, because there's so much going on everywhere across the ship, is there? There's this lovely spread of people right the way across.
The ship sailed full when I was on, and it's probably, not decrying any of the other ships, it's the first ship I actually went, we cannot be sailing full.
Yeah.
Because I could get into every venue I wanted to get into, the top decks. Again, we've listened to the Princess cruisers and we've created more space, more lounges, more areas with differentials that you can just go and chill out in. And it just never, ever felt busy. It was quite bizarre, but in a really, really good way.
I can see you ending up on this cruise, to be honest with you, because, you know, we talked about Miami and we've got 2 weeks on this cruise. We're going to love it. So we head east first to Princess Keys in the Bahamas, which is wonderful, which is the private resort for Princess Cruises, which is just incredible. The picture speaks for itself really, doesn't it? Then we've got a day at sea into Amber Cove. We're in the Dominican Republic here. Monkeyland looked good, actually. Little squirrel monkeys everywhere. Or you could head to the beach at Coconut Cove, apparently, and then watch the budgies nest in coconut shells. Very, very good indeed. Next we go to Grand Turk in Turk and Caicos there. The Rainbow Calypso tram around the island you can take it, which sounds fun. Or you can explore it in an open-air Hummer, I believe they call it in the States, which sounds big. 2 days at sea, and then we are into Fort Lauderdale, but this is not the end of the cruise by any means whatsoever. So maybe you could do that Everglades trip on an airboat as well. Be wonderful. Just have a little wander around and shop, or more people watching perhaps. And then we start heading west, and we're heading to Roatan first, excuse me, in Honduras, into Mahogany Bay, snorkeling, diving. There's an iguana farm here as well, which would be quite interesting, I guess, to see. Lots of different excursion opportunities, of course, from Princess along the way. Then we're in Belize City, and this is the land of rainforests here. Take a safari in an eco park. You can see the Mayan ruins, or you can snorkel. They have a barrier reef here. All available on excursions as well, which is wonderful. Next into Cozumel. You can take an open-top bus here and do some shopping and then escape to a beach, which sounds like my kind of day. Tour to Tulum maybe and see the Mayan ruins, or a chocolate workshop by the beach. How does that work in a hot place like that? I have no idea, but it must do, mustn't it?
I must admit, I didn't do that one, but I did go to a tequila factory.
Did you?
I did, and I bought quite a bit.
It's got to be done, hasn't it? Because there's one kind of brand of tequila that we see quite a lot here in the UK. We won't name it right now, but in Mexico they would turn their nose up a little bit to that. The one.
But the real tequila, and when you go round, I won't call it factory, but when you go round their offices, their tequila offices, because that's how they see it. It's their business, and they're so passionate about it.
Yeah.
It tastes so different.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
It's going to be
so
amazing. Well, listen, try it and let me know how you get on, if you can remember. Anyway, right, this offer. Flight to Miami, 2 nights in a hotel there, 14 nights on the Sun Princess around the Caribbean, Mexico and Bahamas. And you can put a low deposit down on this because, of course, we're looking into the future. So £199 each. We'll lock in this deal for you right now. And there are other dates for the package as well. Obviously, price varies by date. So for this date here, we've got 2299 per person, or deposit today of just £199 each. Now you can go whiz straight to our website and put your deposit in right now if you want to, PC521 on our website, Cruise1st.tv. Or if you've got any questions, and people often do, and I prefer to speak to somebody when I'm booking travel, you can call us tonight right the way through until 10, and then of course right the way through the day and into the evening, 7 days a week on 0800 953 4701. And there are other dates for this package, October this year through to March in next year. And as I say, any questions or any kind of adjustments to that package you want to make, then you can just talk to the team. And if you want to make it all inclusive, then just add Princess Plus to your deal for just £50 per person per day, which is going to get you drinks and so much more. Here's the upgrade prices on board. I almost forget that bit because it kind of feels like we've had a treat and a half already just looking around the ship. You kind of think, I don't know if I'd ever go to bed.
or get off the ship because she's just so amazing. But please do get off the ship because there's some fantastic itineraries that have been created on this one.
Yeah, you've got to, haven't you? So you can come back and have another one.
I've not been on quite a few of those destinations as well, so every time I come here, I'm just going, oh, there's another one to add to the list.
That's another one.
And that price is just incredible.
I know. And this, of course, is just ship number 1 in this class, because come next year...
End of fall, so end of September, we're introducing Star Princess. So what I will say to everybody is Sun Princess this year has been so well sold.
Yeah.
So if any of these deals do appeal, please book it, because they're just going to be gone. We're on limited availability now for this year. Get ahead of next year.
I know. It's crazy. We see in our offices right now, we see Joe so often because things are changing so often as well. In terms of, we just think we've got, you know, a deal nailed down, and oh, there it goes. It's sold out and gone, and it happens so quickly as well. Believe you me, the funny thing is, and Joe, you know, you obviously work on the commercial side of Princess Cruises as well in terms of sales. The forward sales that are happening right now, and this is across the cruise industry, of course, as well, so I'm not asking for secrets, but, you know, people are booking into the back end of 2026. They are going, you know, as...
The forward sales are really high, and it's great. If you buy now, you're locking in a really good price.
Yeah.
So you've got to think about that as well, because I think the cruise market used to price high and then come down, and then that is not going to be any longer because the ships are sailing full. So lock it in. You get the cabin you want. You get the choice of all the shore excursions that you want. You get the choice of dining that you want. So get locked in early. My biggest tip and biggest advice to everybody tonight is lock it in.
No, Mr. P. No, I don't ever want to say goodbye to my friend Joe. No, I can't believe already. How have we run out of time? Thank you so much.
Always
and thank
an absolute
you for
pleasure.
being part of the celebrations of the news. I know you're going to be back here as well.
Of course.
On a live soon. Thank you so much, Joe.
No, thank
As always,
you guys.
So lovely to see you. And amazing offers. And it's great. We learn something every single time. Whoever we've got here, it's great. And of course, you can put your questions to the team as well. Any of your questions I haven't got to Joe, I'll make sure she gets them as well. So my thanks to Joe. And next week, our special guest on the show is Gemma Ashworth from Carnival Cruise Line. So start thinking about any questions you might have for Gemma right now and get them to us on an email. It's studio@cruise1st.tv. Right now, though, we've got a little roundup of this week's cruise news.
Cunard's Queen Anne is on her maiden voyage after being welcomed to rapturous applause and a host of small ships for the first time in Southampton last week. The new 3,000-passenger Queen Anne is the first addition to the Cunard fleet for 14 years and at a cost of nearly £500 million. She's due to be officially named in a ceremony at the spiritual home of Cunard in Liverpool on June the 3rd as part of a 14-night Festival of the UK voyage. Details of the Coral Princess's World Cruise for 2026 have just been announced. The 114-day sailing will venture over 6 continents and boast the most destinations ever reached on a Princess Cruises world voyage, calling in at 52 ports and runs from January the 5th to the 30th of April. The journey will call for the first time in Boracay in the Philippines and Puerto Chiapas in Mexico, as well as late-night departures out of Singapore, Sydney and Honolulu.
Oh, he sounded good, didn't he? He's got a voice for radio, hasn't he? Right, thank you for all your lovely comments as well. So many of them have come in. Thank you so much for being here as well on the live shows. It's so nice to be back as well. It's going to be brilliant. Every Tuesday at 8 o'clock, remember, make sure you are here. Just one or two of the comments right now. Sam has emailed saying, my husband and I love the main dining restaurant on our first ever cruise on Royal Caribbean Explorer of the Seas. The staff are amazing and couldn't do enough for us. Lee says, my favourite restaurant is Indochine on MSC Virtuosa. The fusion of Vietnamese and French twist are just amazing. David says, great to see you back live. My favourite restaurant is Alfredo's on Princess, the best pizza at sea. And just one more for now. Kelly says, I know it's not fancy, but either the Holland America taco bar or the salad bar. Best salad ever. Keep those comments coming in. Studio@cruise1st.tv. Right, okay. Oh, is it that time already? Can't be, can it? Mr. P's just said to me he's got his dialing digits at the ready to make one of you a winner tonight on Spin and Win. So make sure that you are make sure you're not on the phone at all. Make sure everyone's line is free. But first up, before we do that, we've got some special offers now that have some excellent solo prices on them, because people are asking us all the time for a great solo price, and we're really homing in on those right now, which is fantastic. AMB 128 is a no-fly UK and Ireland 5-night cruise for the 27th of July on Ambassador Ambition in and out of Liverpool from just $899 as a solo. PO 286 is 9 nights for P&O Cruises on the brand new Arvia. Leaves on the 12th of October down to France, Spain and Portugal. Solo price on that one, 1499, which includes your tips as well, of course, and you can add the drinks package and we'll discount it by 10% if you book your drinks when you book the cruise. And the last one, RC538, is a Greek Isles cruise on Explorer of the Seas with Royal Caribbean for the 3rd of October, where you'll fly out from the UK to Venice. You'll have 2 nights there in a hotel, and then you've got your 6-night cruise from Ravenna around the Greek Isles and your flight back from Athens as well. We've got an excellent solo price on that one as well. It is just $1599. You've got all of the details there. Now, we're going to bring you a solo special every single week. Now, what I will say to you as well, we're about to have a big upgrade on our website. At the moment, you can't book solos via the website, but what you can do is call and speak to the team on 0800 953 4701. But literally, stand by your beds. And we've got lots and lots of calls that are coming through about the showstopper as well. Mr. P says it's absolutely bonkers on the phone lines tonight. If you haven't managed to get through so far for the showstopper deal, don't worry, just keep trying. Remember, you can go straight to the website and book it there as well. I knew it would go absolutely bonkers. And in terms of solo prices, honestly, they're just getting better and better and better all the time. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to make one of you a winner, by the way. Let me just tell you about this wheel. We've been working on it and working on it and working on it. It wasn't quite going round as many times as we liked, so we had a few tweaks last night in rehearsals. We've had the WD-40, other oils are available, lubricant should I say, and now we've got it going round and round and round. It could take until 10:30 to actually get the actual prize on there. Right, are you ready then? I am. It's time to do this. Oh, I love a live show, don't you? Right, okay, Mr. P, have you got somebody lined up and ready to go? Oh, we are about to dial and get through to someone right now. On this Wheel of Wonder, we've got things like £50 Love to Shop voucher, there's an I Love Derek Teddy, there's a board game, but everyone wants this. Everyone wants the free cruise. Hello, Marilyn, hopefully.
Hello?
Hello, Marilyn, how are you?
No, it's not Marilyn, it's Liam.
Oh, Liam, I beg your pardon. Turn your TV down, Liam. Whereabouts are you?
I'm in Chester.
Oh, lovely. Not far from us in lovely North Wales. Right, OK. Yes. What's your favourite cruise ship restaurant then, Liam?
Well, I have a couple, but to be honest, my favourite one is on the NCL.
What was the restaurant? Can you remember the name of the restaurant? I'm going to spin for you anyway. I'm going to spin for you. Let's spin and win, shall we? Can you remember the name of the restaurant, Leon?
It's Cagney's.
Cagney's Steakhouse. Oh, incredible.
Hello?
Fantastic. Now, how long have you been watching us for, Liam?
Oh, a couple of years.
Oh, brilliant. You're going to be here every Tuesday night?
Every Tuesday night. I'm always on it every other night.
Fantastic. Right, okay, it's about to stop, which is brilliant. We're going to find out what you're going to win tonight. I so hope, I really do, Liam. It would be so nice on our first show if we could give away the cruise. Let's see. The whole of our team are like, oh, it's still going, it's still going. This could be going until 10 o'clock. Because I might have to call you back a little bit later. Oh, hang on. No, looks like we're nearly there. Oh, Liam, you've missed the cruise by one, but you've still got a prize, which is fantastic. You've got a 12-month subscription to a cruise magazine, which is fantastic. So as well as watching the channel, you can read about cruising all the time as well. Liam, I'm so sorry it wasn't the cruise. Will you try again next week?
I will indeed. I do like your shirts, by the way.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. You can have as many as you like. Thank you very much, Liam. Take care, and thanks for being on the show. Wonderful, wonderful. We were one away. Too much oil, Richard. That's what it was. Too much oil, Mr. P. Yeah. OK, listen, we'll play again next week, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I'll try and find the sweet spot so we can give away the cruise. Right, though, it's about time we had a little reminder of our showstopper deal right now. It's proving really, really popular, and it's our 12-night cruise in June on MSC Virtuosa. It's tonight. Oh, we've caused a riot on the phone lines. We really have. It's very, very busy already. Listen, what I would say to you is go onto the website. It is MSC 471 if you want to book the showstopper tonight. We are really, really busy with calls tonight, busier than we ever expected that we would be. For a first show, we thought, OK, we'll tell people and then we'll kind of build things up over the months as people find out we're live. It's gone bonkers tonight. MSC 471 is on MSC Virtuosa, goes on the 3rd of June, and it's 12 nights, and it's going down to Spain, Madeira and the Canaries, in and out of Southampton. So let's go back on board MSC Virtuosa. Good choice, everyone, as well. You know, the thing with Virtuosa, it feels like she's our cruise ship right now because, you know, since we came out of the pandemic and whatever, she was one of the first cruise ships in the UK to do round UK cruises. So a lot of people got their first taste of cruising on Virtuosa there. Absolutely fell in love with her straight away. I'm not surprised whatsoever. And now, the funny thing with Virtuosa is that you'll have shorter duration cruises, and they're kind of like your party cruises. They're kind of, you know, get on, let your hair down, have fun, be up on the pool deck, get involved in everything kind of cruises. And then you've got a cruise like this, which is a little bit longer. So it's a little bit more about, oh, we're going for a chill out in the sunshine. Yes, we're going to have fun. Yes, there's going to be the silent disco and the white night and the trivia and the dancing up on the top deck. But we're going to see the destinations here as well, because we're going down to Spain. We're going down to the Canaries as well. And we're going at a very, very nice time of the year. Now, listen, this is not far away. What's the date today? 7th of May. This goes on the 3rd of June. That's like less than a month away. Do you think you can make that happen? How long have you been waiting to go on a holiday? Because listen, you might think that today, I mean, I don't know where you are in the UK right now or where you're watching us from, but the weather's been, I'm tempted to say, all right today, funnily enough. But then I've seen the forecast for the rest of the week, and we're going back to, oh, more of that. Oh, thanks. Give us a day of warm and then we go cold again. So actually, maybe you need a little bit of certainty of heat and sunshine. And maybe you're thinking, do you know what? We've had such a long, dark, cold, wet winter that still feels like it's not quite out of the way, even though the garden's going bonkers. But maybe you just need to get away. And if you can do this 12 nights, I mean, listen, $599 is the average price across the cruise industry for a 4 or 5 night cruise, right? Agreed? This is 12 nights. This is 12 nights with no daily tips. There's no daily tip charges with MSC, of course, remember. And it's to and from Southampton. So if you don't fly, or you prefer not to, or you just think, do you know what? That's for me. That's for me. Bit of sunshine. I'm guaranteed sunshine down in the Canaries. You are all year round. You know that. I know that. So if you need some sunshine, some real sunshine to enjoy, then this is a perfect itinerary as well. In and out of Southampton. And some wonderful destinations. I'm still sticking to the floor with the champagne that I spilt earlier. And I haven't touched a drop. Can you believe? I can't believe that's gone so quickly. Listen, it has gone absolutely crazy. We've got loads and loads of comments coming through. Jill says, to be totally honest with you, any restaurant while at sea would be a great experience as long as you could finish with a gorgeous slice of cake. Sounds good to me, Jill. Karen says, I love Johnny Rocket stepping back into the 50s. Good old-fashioned burger and fries, great for the family. Tracy says, favourite restaurant is the Limelight Club. Having a fantastic meal with entertainment from top acts is just unbeatable. Fantastic memories. Thank you, P&O Cruises. Thank you for that, Tracy. Paul is a P&O fan as well. My favourite restaurant is the Glass House on P&O. They have the best steaks ever. Sounds amazing. And another one here from Graham, who says Wonderland. Now, this is one of the specialty dining restaurants on Anthem of the Seas and some of the other Quantum class as well. Excellent food and wonderful service, a magical experience on the palate and utterly mad perfection. Would love to do it again, especially if somebody else is footing the bill. Tell you what, that's brilliant. Thank you, everybody, for your lovely, lovely comments tonight. Thanks for joining us live. We're going to be here every Tuesday at 8 o'clock with hot offers. Now is the time, if you've got an offer in mind, to start dialing. Lines are open through till 10 o'clock and then all day tomorrow as well. 0800 953 4701. Thank you to my amazing team here as well and everyone who's put the products together, and lovely Joe. Come back and join us again. Remember, we could win a cruise on Spin and Win next Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. Whatever you're doing, enjoy the rest of your night. Lots of love.